okay, let's do this. It's that time. It's a little maintenance time. It's time to get some things cleaned up in our lives. Get some things cleaned up around my yard. One of the things I got to do is get ready for Axel's birthday party, which is coming this Saturday. So that means I got to get a few things in order on our yard, around our home, but also it got me thinking, what maintenance am I doing on me? What maintenance are we doing on ourselves? Are we getting things accomplished? Are we getting things handled? One of the things I got to do is I got to get the lawn trimmed up. It's not terrible, but you want to make sure that everything is good and looks as good as it can. And one of the things you got to do is you got to check the air filter, you got to check the oil, you got to make sure it's topped off with fuel. I just did that for another video for Facebook. Maybe I'll throw it on here later, I don't know. But also, one of the things that Kukim has asked is that we get our tables and awnings and different things like that up in the backyard for Axel's birthday. So I got my tables here, I got my awning over here, my bottles of water. It's just what we have to do. We have to maintain our property. We have to maintain ourselves. We got some Coca-Colas for the kids. We got some Capri Suns. We got some water. But I am responsible for the property. I'm responsible for the land. Are you getting done what you need for yourself? Are you taking care of you? Are you taking the time to check your fluids, to top off your fuel, to make sure that you and me are looking right, feeling right as best we can? It's time for a little maintenance on our property. And it's weird how sometimes we don't really do these things, like our lives. We don't really take care of ourselves. We don't really look after ourselves too well until it's crunch time, until something has gone wrong. Or you have a big event, something you have to take care of. So I have to get these things accomplished. I have to get these things done. Are you looking after you? Are you spending time with God? Are you spending time in the Word? I ask myself the same question, kind of sweating, it's hot. Am I checking my oil and the fluids? Am I preparing? Is my ground prepared at all times for a party, for an event? I would have to say no. It's hard though, to keep yourself in tip-top shape. Because you never know when something's going to pop off. You never know when you're going to have to invite a bunch of people over. When a circumstance is going to arise in your life, and it's going to take us strong and steady and tough. Are we ready for that moment? Are we ready for it? Are you ready? I'm not ready. I got too much to do. I got stuff. I got to pull out tables. I got to pull out awnings. I got to get the water. I got to go down to the basement to find a bunch of other stuff. I got to take care of the lawn. I got to do a little bit of this. I got to do a little bit of that. Am I ready? No. But I will be. Because I know I'm a work in progress. How about you? You a work in progress too? But we can get ready. And I think what's so important is we can't always be ready for whatever circumstance jumps up in our life. But we can be close. We can be close to prepared. And so that when things go off, my yard's already okay. All I got to do is trim it up. All I got to do is pull out a thing here or there and get it set up. Most of the stuff in our property is pretty much ready for the party. Is your life ready for what's coming up? Is my life ready? I hope and I pray that it pretty much is. That my lawnmower is already in good shape, that my tables are prepared. All I got to do is carry them to the back. That I have the items and the pieces in my life, my spiritual life, in order. Are you in order? Are you in order today? Are you ready? Are you ready for the party? Are you ready for the good times? Are you ready when God calls and says, I need you, I need you, I need you today to go here, to listen to that, to help this person? Are you ready to fulfill what God has done and what God is doing in your life? I pray and I pray that you are. And if you aren't, that's okay too, because life is a process. Sometimes it takes a little while. So get your stuff in order. Get everything placed where you think it needs to be. Because guess what? God is ready for you. But are you ready for him?